Hi, Neil here with Covers Camo, your source for custom seat covers. Today, we're doing the install on the 2022 Polaris General 1000. This is a four-seater. We're going to show you how to do one of the bucket seats because all four seats are actually the same install. We'll also show you putting on the console lid cover here. Let's do this install. All right, so we're getting started on this install 2022 Polaris General, and it's the front and back, so four-seater, and it does have these little consoles which are kind of nice for storage here. And there is a cover, kind of unique, that a UTV seat is going to have a seat cover there, but we'll show you the cover there, show you how to pull this bucket seat out, get them installed. I do have the rear seats installed already and the passenger seat as well, so you can see that, and then we'll get started on this install here. First thing you're going to want to do is remove the seat from the vehicle, and there is a little clip. If you reach on the back side of your seat and pull right here, and I'll show you the back side back here, right here there's this little latch. You're going to want to lift up on this latch, and then that's going to lift the seat backrest with the bottom connected out of the vehicle. Now the front side is hooked in underneath this bar right here. So when I lift that latch on the back, it's just going to kind of rotate on this, and then I'm going to slide this back a little bit and then up and out. But there's that bar right there. And then when I put this seat back in, I'm just going to make sure that these hook underneath this bar and then push it back into place. So here you can see I've lifted that up, and that has this little pin down right here that it pushes into. And so when you lift up on that latch right there, that will allow you to lift the seat up. Again, the backrest bottom connected, and we can take this out. So I've taken it out of the General and I've put it down on some cardboard here outside the garage. What we're doing now is we're going to take this backrest cover, put this on first. This is a two-tone Black Dura Easy Care Insert canvas fabric, and then True Timber Urban trim canvas as well. This is the back side. Right here, there's this Velcro that opens up down here at the bottom. So you're going to open that up and then slide this over the backrest first, and then we'll attach up that Velcro at the bottom. So I have this halfway on right now. You can see I've turned the cover inside out right here for part of it. I've pulled this over the top right here, and I am going around the entire, there's kind of this bump bar on the back right here. I'm going over all of this right here on the back side, and that's just going to cover all of that, and then the Velcro will attach around that bar right there. So that's about halfway on there. I'm going to continue to slide this down now and get that Velcro into the position to attach on. So I have this pulled around now and down right here, and here's this hook Velcro right here, and then on the back side right there, and the loop Velcro is going to be around here on the front, and you're going to stretch this around, connect this on. Now in this position right here, what I like to do is keeping the cover as straight as possible. I'm going to take both hands, and from the top just kind of massage down, like slide my hands over this just to make sure everything slides on nice and tight as I get this on before I attach the Velcro. So I've tipped the seat down onto the cardboard right now, and what I've done is attach this Velcro right here. There's a small little piece of Velcro here on the side that you push in and attach. This Velcro here, and then also the back Velcro. Now this is, today I actually did this one first. I pulled with both hands evenly as much as possible, pulled it up, and then took that top loop Velcro and hooked that on to that hook Velcro right there. And then I ended up doing these sides. Well, I guess technically I did these outsides very first, then this middle one, and then these sides right there. But either way, however you do it, the order shouldn't matter too much. Just as long as you're keeping it even right here, you're not kind of pulling too far to one side, and you're just evenly pulling it back, sticking it on, and then that'll attach around that bar there, and that's how you attach up that back side right there. here's the front side again. I've already attached the Velcro down here, but as you can see, when I was installing this, I tried to keep everything as level as possible to try to avoid wrinkles as much as possible. Now, you may get a few wrinkles here and there, that's possible, but the one thing about this particular General seat is it dips in really far in the backrest right here. So you will have a little bit of a kind of a pocket right here, kind of a bounce effect on the seat cover due to the nature of this seat with how concave that goes in right here. So, but anyhow, if you pull this down nice and tight like that, it should just go on the edges like this, nice and smooth right here, and look good and cover the seat. But keep that in mind, there will be a little bit of a kind of a bounce trampoline effect, I guess you could say, on the backrest of the seat, again, due to how concave that is, and that may be something that you want to consider as you're ordering your General seat covers for your Polaris. But just this is the unique seat on the Polaris General this year, how deep that is right there. So keep that in mind as you're getting them ordered. But again, it fits on nice and tight, it's going to protect the seat, looks good, and we'll get the bottom going now. Alrighty, so here's the bottom seat, and we're going to put this bottom cover on. And there's going to be these buckles on the front side right here, and there's going to be these straps are going to be on the back side right here, and they're going to go underneath the seat to those buckles. Once I get it in position like that right here, I'm going to push these buckles through just to the back side right there, and then I'm going to take this whole seat and flip it forward again. Like that. I'm going to tie up this string first here. So I'll tie a little noose in one side right here. Take this other string right here. Now, notice I'm going on the far back of this bar right here. I found that's the better position to go right there. And we're gonna get this string nice and snug tight. Okay, I'm gonna pinch with one hand right there. Take this, tie that off, and throw another knot in it. Great. I'm just gonna take my scissors and trim off the extra here on these ends, just so I don't have as much that I'm dealing with back here. Okay, now for these straps, what you're gonna do is pass these straps down towards the front and flip this up so you can see how this goes back right here. This is gonna go drop down, and there's this little slot underneath this seat, and you're gonna wanna make sure you go in this slot and not underneath right here, because it's gonna finish better and work better as you adjust the seat forward and back. So make sure you go into this little slot right here. They're gonna drop through here. If I can just make sure I get them in the right spot as I'm dropping this down here. Okay, now I can feel them. Seems like they both dropped down. So there's that one right here. Okay, and let's see if we can get this other one. Okay, there's this other one. Okay, perfect. So now that I have those, I'm gonna flip this seat up again. Right here. And we're gonna go through this buckle. So there's a middle slot right here, and then the outside slot with the teeth. And I'm gonna tighten it as much as I can right here. And then what I'll do is I'll actually pass this strap towards the back again, and then we'll be pulling from the back side again here in a second. I'm just gonna line that up so it passes back. We'll do this other buckle right here as well. Again, just tightening what I can right here. And then I'm gonna pass this strap to the back. Now there is, right here, it's kind of hard to see, but there's a spring that is your seat adjuster lever right here. This, and that spring, you want to make sure you go above that spring, not underneath it, okay? So go above that spring, right close to the very seat bottom, this plastic right here, and that'll avoid that spring spot. Okay, so I'll flip this around again, and we should have our tail ends within reach now. Yep, we do. So here's the strap again right here, and now I can pull on this, and now what it's doing is it's going up to the front through that buckle and tightening the whole seat cover down. One thing I like to do too is take my right hand, kind of push down on this portion of the seat right here, or compress the front edge of the seat, or you could have another person do that while you're doing this, because then it just helps to kind of compress that cover into the seat cushion. Okay, so that's feeling nice and snug there. Now let's just flip this around and show you here. So there's the front part of the cover, looking nice and tight, just how it should. Snug fit, looking good there. Again, I want to give it a little bit more of a pull. I can reach through and pull that strap just a little bit more while I compress. And that's what I'm talking about, is taking one hand right here, compressing on the seat cushion, and taking the other hand and pulling on the strap. Okay, but that's looking nice and tight. Looks really good there. I think we're all set now. We can get this back into the vehicle. Now we're gonna get the seat back into the vehicle here. Again, here's that bar that I was talking about earlier, and then that pin. Back side of the seat's gonna push into this pin, and then the front edge of the seat has these little front clips right here, these kind of plastic clips on the base that are gonna go underneath that bar and clip in. So what we'll do is get this into position down here, make sure we're lining it up. Okay, so I can feel those are underneath the bar right there. And then what we'll do is just push back. Again, I'll lift this up again. So you can see there's that pin. This is gonna come down and it just locks in right there, okay? So now we have the seat locked back in right here with the cover on, looking great. All covered up, gonna protect it from the sun and dirt and water. So last little thing we're gonna do is get this console lid cover on. All right, so here's this console lid. Again, very unique that a UTV even has a console lid, but Polaris decided to put one on this General. So here's the console lid cover for it. The front side is this one with the elastic going around, and there's a center seam right here. And so we're gonna line up that center seam towards the center of the cover as much as we can, and then pull this back and get this stretched on. Sometimes it's kind of tricky to get this in place. So no straps on this one, just the elastic that's gonna hold it on. And we're just gonna be stretching this around And then on the back side, there is a little bit of a corner they can hook the seat cover material around. Okay. So, and then just try to work that around those edges. So it's all covered up and looking good, and can keep that vinyl protected. Again, from the sun. The sun just eats up this vinyl, and it also, if the dogs are inside here, or you're getting them dirty or muddy, then it's nice to have this. It's gonna be so much easier to clean, keep looking nice. And so that's about how that console cover goes on right there. Just that elastic kind of holds it tight to that vinyl right there, keeps things nice and looking good. Now, this is like a waterproof console. You can see how there's this plastic right here that pushes up into this section. So as nice it would be to add some Velcro straps underneath here, don't think that's possible on this particular console, just because of how tight it pushes in right there. But that elastic does seem to do the job right there to hold that on, and it's nice to have that matched up too with the seats. That's fun. So there's that console lid cover. Now, if you were doing this install and you just wrapped up, good job. And let us know if you need anything else on the Polaris General. Happy to help. Thanks so much for watching this video. Again, this has been Neil here with Covers Camo, your source for custom seat covers. We offer seat covers for trucks, Jeeps, cars, SUVs, and UTVs. So if you have a vehicle you're thinking about getting seat covers on, go over to coversandcamo.com. We're happy to get you a set built up, and we'll give you our expert advice and just build you up a really awesome looking set of seat covers that's going to be functional and just look really good inside your vehicle. See more at coversandcamo.com. Thanks.